No, you have to say the whole thing. You have to say like, comment, and subscribe to Art History Plus.
You can subscribe.
She can't say.
Here is the most important place of the resort.
Just,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know.
More than the snorkeling. Any marketing questions? Hello and welcome to Art History Plus podcast. With us is Sitare, and we are at RAAYA By Atmosphere. It's an amazing place in the Maldives, and this is one of the few and exceptionally rare islands and resorts that actually has and incorporates art, and it has an active art studio, which is why we are here. My name is Vaibhav. I'm from Art History Plus, and we have with us Sitare. She
Hello.
is the artist in residence in RAAYA By Atmosphere in the art studio, and she takes care of this whole studio. And it's actually really interesting because it's this studio. Initially, I thought it was made for children and for kids, but actually, seeing the kind of equipment they have, it's a full-on studio. And I also know secretly that Sitare here, when she's done working with the guests, she does her own work. She made a confession. So I want to ask you a few questions. Sitare, first, hi, how would you introduce yourself to the world? I know you're an artist, but
Yeah. I should say hi first. And I'm Sitare. I'm an Iranian artist. I'm mostly painting. I started painting, and I continue my career path here in this art zone. I can lead people when you come here as my guest. I can teach you, lead you, be beside you to make an artwork, whatever you want. I can tell you how to do it in just 2 hours. It's not a really easy process, but you can know after this process how to start a painting. It's not a big deal, you know. You cannot learn everything. You won't be an artist after these sessions, but of course you can do it yourself after finish here.
That's nice. And you are a portrait painter.
Yes.
And you get
mostly.
a bunch of students, you get a bunch of people coming, your guests, who are not maybe that interested. They just come here for half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I've heard very good reviews about this art studio. In fact, the people all over in the whole, they keep saying, if once they find out that you're a creative person, they're like, go to the art studio, go to the art studio. Do you have any examples of some of the fun times you've had with your, maybe with the people, some of the guests?
Yeah, of course. You know, these art sessions are chargeable in our hotel. We have some complimentary items as well. But if you want to have a chargeable item, maybe you will not really wanted to pay. And first of all, you would tell me why I have to pay for it, because you don't know the value of that art. But after you finish it, you will pay it happily.
Yeah.
And maybe if you want to pay it more, because you will be really satisfied about your art and about the whole of the process.
Sure.
You know, and I had some guests that this is happened for them as well. They were like this, why should I pay? And after finish it, they were really happy. And they wanted to pay more, actually. And they put something as tips for all of the team members here. So, you know, this is a really calm and relaxation activity. And I think this part is a really important part of our hotel. Because you can release all of your stress and everything that you have and keep it in your mind, out of your mind by painting.
It's amazing. I keep coming to the fact that you are a much more accomplished artist. You, as a portrait painter.
Yeah.
Does anybody come here and do a full-on portrait, or do they do simpler things? And what are the different kinds of activities you can do? Let's say in 1 or 2 days. Like, what do you offer? Like at Raya, people are not coming to do art. Art is one of the smaller activities that, there's a lot to do around it. Like, this is the Maldives, so there's like snorkeling.
Yeah.
There's so many things that you can do. Windsurfing.
It's not really common.
Yeah, it's not common. So it's so rare to have a painting studio inside a resort and a hotel.
Yeah.
So which is why I was like, I decided I'll come here because it has a strong art studio. So I have my question to you is, how does this affect your practice? And also if you can maybe introduce yourself as a painter. I'll be happy to also have a conversation about what your work is about.
Thank you so much. Yeah. In my career past, this is the first time that I work in a hospitality industry. So I didn't know much things about hospitality, and now I have learned many things. And working here has many experiences for me, and that is really important for me. And I want to use them in my future as my career, As a portrait artist, I have some projects as well that I can do them in my free times when I don't have guests here. I'm talking about here. When I am your host, and we will be our friends together, I will ask you and take a photo of you, and I keep the photos, all of the photos, in one album, and I'm gonna
paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, of all the guests.
Not all of the guests. It's really
someone who you connect with.
Exactly.
Sure, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's almost like what I'm doing in video.
I can take a photo.
No, because what we do is I do podcasts with people who are interesting, and so what you're doing is you're doing portraits on canvas, and I do portraits on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a conversation about.
It's not same, but it's close together. Sure. Yeah,
okay,
we can understand.
I have a
each other.
question. As a sensitive person who's doing art, don't you think you'll go a little mad on an island?
Actually,
like you're doing art on an island. Like I know, like 1,000 kilometers in every direction, there's nothing. This island is so small.
Yeah.
It's literally 2.5. It's like 1 kilometer circumference. Yeah. So 2 pi r, if you try to do the radius across, it's just like maybe 350, 400 meters. This is a small island. From the seaplane, this island is really small, and she's.
And it's also really far from the capital, Male.
Yeah.
So whenever we want to live here, we have to plan it many days before. So
what happens if you run out of white color?
Sometimes I'm really getting crazy because I feel isolated.
Yeah.
But this is a kind of it's like a residency for me.
Yeah.
So it can improve my mind ability.
That's true.
Next to my whole of techniques, concepts, everything.
That's a great attitude you have.
Yeah.
Because you can either go crazy or you could become better. Yeah.
Do you know Marina Abramovich?
Yeah.
So I read a book. She said it was that book. She wrote it. She said about art and how to face with all of your difficulties in your life.
Yeah.
You have to face with them. Yeah. If you deny them, they will be back on you, and you should solve them. By the way.
Yeah.
And if you deny them, they will come up again.
Yes.
So I can know myself better when I am isolated in an island like this.
That is a great idea.
Yeah.
And do you tell your guests that? Like, You don't have that much time to tell.
And sometimes they are asking,
They're just like, I just want to paint. I don't want
Yeah.
to think so much.
but sometimes they are curious about how is living here.
Yeah.
What do you feel as an artist or as a person?
Yeah.
What do you feel? And sometimes I'm like this, it's really real experience that a person can get. And I am really lucky to get it.
That's
For
amazing.
me, it's like this. Because I have learned many things. I can remind them in my mind and improve my concept.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
RAAYA by Atmosphere has this art zone.
Yes.
For the people watching and the people who want to visit the island,
Yeah.
also want to experience the art zone, can you explain to them? I'll be showing maybe I'll take a few images from marketing and put the images of the art zone. But if you have any, can you explain what people can expect at the art zone? The different kind of things to do and what it offers.
And people, as our guests, can come here, paint in different materials. We have different size of canvases, different shapes of canvases, and you can choose whatever you want to do. And you can even show me a photo, and I can tell you if you paint it, what will happen. And we can choose a photo as your inspiration. So, and if you want to do portrait, I can help you to do a portrait as well. We can start from sketching, and we continue the process by painting on canvas with acrylic colors, because it's easier than oil colors. And that's it. It's a really good process. And for me, of course, here is the most important place of the resort.
Just,
Yeah,
yeah.
More
More than the snorkeling.
more than the snorkeling.
Why? How come? It's snorkeling versus art center.
Because you can find snorkeling in the other resorts,
Yeah.
but you cannot find here in the other resorts.
That is an amazing way. I'm going to end the podcast. Unless you have something more to say, I'm going to end it on this bombshell. You heard, there's an amazing way to end a podcast. You can go snorkeling in different places, but there is no art center.
No.
3,000 kilometers left, right, up and down. That's amazing. Thank you, Sitare. I had a great chat with you. This
Nice
was
to
really
see
good.
you.
Yeah, I'll see you online.
Nice to see you.
If you can once look in the camera and say like, comment and subscribe to Art History Plus, and also say please come to RAAYA Atmosphere.
Come here, visit us.
No, you have to say the whole thing. You have to say like, comment and subscribe to Art History Plus.
You can subscribe.
I should say. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.